Brilliant.
Road to Perdition, directed by the talented director Sam Mendes, starring Tom Hanks, is a 1930s crime noir gangster film, with Tom Hanks starring as the mobster Michael Sullivan Sr., an enforcer for John Rooney's mob. Portrayed by Paul Newman, Sullivan Sr. is like a second son to John Rooney, until one night when Michael's son, Michael Jr., witnesses his father's business, and as a result of this is forced to flee following their family's death. The narrative of this film is told subjectively from the point of view of Michael Sullivan Jr., with a film structuring of time structured with Michael Sullivan Jr. at a beach, narrating before flashbacking to 1931, during the Great Depression, to Rock Island, Illinois, before the events of the film transpire, where this film is then told from a chronological order, until we once again reach that beach scene at the very end of the film. Road to Perdition's plot is driven through Michael Sullivan Jr. having witnessed a murder, with Daniel Craig's character worrying that the boy won't help keep his mouth shut. He orders an hit on Sullivan and his family. However, Sullivan grows wise to this, but he can't stop his wife and son Peter's death before this happens, ultimately affecting Sullivan, causing him and his son to go on the run, with Sullivan seeking vengeance against the mob. The acting in this film is superb, with brilliant acting from legends Paul Newman and Tom Hanks in their roles, bringing their characters to life through the tone of their voice and facial mannerisms. This was Newman's last Academy Award nomination. Tyler Hoechlin as Sullivan Jr. also did a very good job for a child actor, as well as Daniel Craig pre-James Bond, doing an excellent job at bringing the sociopathic Connor Rooney to life. In fact, one of my favourite performances in this film was the moment in which Michael and John were at the piano, and Connor seemed to be smiling but had this harsh, cold stare to his eyes, expressing anything but joy. Road to Perdition often contains some great moments in this film, such as, spoiler alert, the moment in which Sullivan Sr. is forced to kill John Rooney. The scene is darkly lit, with the camera capturing a full body shot of the gangsters, with Sullivan's face not to be seen, with only the bright flash of a bullet fire. The scene's use of setting further conveys this emotion of the scene, with them killed at night, along with the pouring of the rain. While a bit of a cliché, it expresses the somberness of the scene. The use of sound is also cleverly utilized as well, with the scene completely absorbed by the use of non-diegetic sound, with a somber, sad, but brilliant soundtrack playing. The only time the non-diegetic sound is interrupted in this scene is with the diegetics, natural to the sane sound, in which John states he is glad it was Michael Sullivan Sr., with the camera an eyelid level shot as a close-up of the two faces, as the sound of bullet fire rains down, capturing the raw emotion of the scene, with this captured through Tom Hanks's face, that he is clearly emotionally distraught by having to do this. However, the film also contains a really good ending, with the lighting of the scene quite white in contrast to the grey tint and noir of the rest of the film. This serves a few purposes: to match the setting of the white beaches, to symbolize a fresh start, but also to create a sense of unnaturalness to the scene, as the bright white tint to the scene is in stark contrast to the greyish tint of the rest of the film, and acts as a measure of foreshadowing. Spoilers again, Sullivan Sr.'s death, as a bright white light symbolizes heaven, with Sullivan soon shot and killed not long after. Overall, Road to Perdition, in my opinion, is quite an underrated film, and I hadn't heard much of it before I saw it, and deserves to be viewed by more people, with great performances, good story, and some great scenes. Sam Mendes' American Beauty may be his masterpiece, but this film is not to be missed, and it receives an A-. Thanks guys, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.